Right now, the universe is growing so fast that every second, the space between distant galaxies stretches by thousands of miles. But here's what breaks our brains. It's not expanding into anything. No cosmic warehouse, no outer boundary, no bigger container waiting to be filled. We're about to journey through the most mind-bending concept in all of science. Explore how space creates itself from nothing. Witness the invisible force tearing reality apart, and discover why asking what the universe expands into is like asking what's north of the North Pole. Please like and subscribe for this cosmic journey. Prepare yourselves, we begin. Picture a balloon expanding in your living room. As you blow air into it, the rubber stretches outward, pushing against the air around it. The balloon grows bigger because there's space for it to grow into. Your living room provides that space. This makes perfect sense to us. But the universe laughs at this logic. When cosmologists tell you the universe is expanding, your brain immediately pictures that balloon. You imagine space stretching outward into something, some cosmic room, some vast emptiness waiting to be filled. You think there must be a boundary where our universe ends and something else begins. This thinking feels natural, it feels obvious. Here's where physics breaks your comfortable assumptions. The universe isn't like that balloon at all. When space expands, it doesn't push into anything. There is no cosmic living room. There is no container. There is no outside. The universe creates the very concept of space as it grows. Think of it like this. Imagine trying to draw a circle that's bigger than your piece of paper, but instead of getting a bigger piece of paper, the paper itself grows to accommodate your circle. This sounds impossible because in our world everything expands into something else. Plants grow into air, cities expand into countryside, ice spreads across water. Scientists discovered this mind-bending truth by watching distant galaxies. Edwin Hubble noticed that galaxies farther away from us are racing away faster than nearby ones. At first, this seems to suggest we're at the center of some cosmic explosion, like we're sitting in the middle while everything else flies outward into empty space. The reality is far stranger. Space itself is stretching. The galaxies aren't moving through space. The space between them is growing. Imagine dots on a deflating balloon, but in reverse. As the balloon inflates, the dots get farther apart without moving on the surface. The surface itself expands. Each dot sees every other dot moving away. No dot is special, no dot is at the center. Now replace that balloon surface with the 3 dimensions of space you live in. But how can we be sure this bizarre process is real? The answer lies in watching light itself get tortured by expanding space. When a distant galaxy fires a beam of light toward Earth, that light begins its journey with a specific wavelength, but as the light travels through expanding space, something extraordinary happens. The space the light moves through grows larger during its journey. Blue light from a distant galaxy arrives at our telescopes as red light, not because the galaxy moved away like a speeding ambulance changing its siren pitch. The light gets redder because space itself expanded during the light's billion-year journey. Light from the most distant observable galaxies has been stretched to nearly 40 times its original wavelength. We live inside the ultimate cosmic prison, and the walls are made of time itself. Every night you step outside and look up at stars, you feel like you're seeing the universe. But here's the truth that will reshape how you think about existence. You're seeing less than 4% of what's actually out there. You're trapped inside an invisible sphere. This sphere has a radius of about 46 billion light-years. Beyond this boundary lies more universe, billions more galaxies, trillions more stars, perhaps even other versions of you reading these words, but you will never see any of it. The trap isn't made of walls or barriers, it's made of the finite speed of light combined with the finite age of the universe. Light takes time to travel. When you look at the sun, you see it as it was 8 minutes ago. When you look at the nearest star system, Alpha Centauri, you see it as it was 4 years ago. Look at the Andromeda Galaxy and you're seeing 2.5 million years into the past. The farther you look into space, the deeper you peer into history. Here's where the trap closes around you. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. This means the oldest light that could possibly reach you has been traveling for 13.8 billion years. But wait, the trap gets even more confining. Remember that space has been expanding this entire time. That distant galaxy was much closer to us when it emitted the light we see today. The most ancient light in the universe is screaming toward you right now at 600 million miles per hour, and it carries a message from the moment reality began. This light has been traveling longer than Earth has existed, longer than our solar system formed, longer than our galaxy took its current shape. This light began its journey when the universe was only 380,000 years old, back when the cosmos was a seething mass of plasma, so hot that atoms couldn't even form. In 1964, two radio astronomers at Bell Labs were trying to eliminate annoying background noise from their antenna. That noise was the echo of creation itself. What they had accidentally discovered was the cosmic microwave background. The afterglow of the Big Bang stretched and cooled by 13.8 billion years of expansion. This radiation represents the edge of everything we can observe. Before that moment, 380,000 years after the Big Bang, the universe was opaque. Then something miraculous happened. The expanding universe cooled enough for protons and electrons to combine into the first hydrogen atoms. Suddenly, the cosmic fog lifted. Past the edge of everything you can see lies more of exactly what you can see. If you could somehow teleport 47 billion light-years away beyond your observable boundary, you'd find yourself in a region that looks remarkably similar to here. If space is truly infinite and homogeneous, then every possible arrangement of matter within any given volume must repeat somewhere. This isn't mystical thinking, it's a mathematical necessity. This means there are other versions of you reading these words right now. Not metaphorically, literally. In regions of space so distant that their light will never reach us. The math suggests these copies exist at distances of roughly 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 115 meters away. That's a number so large that if you wrote it out, the line of digits would stretch across more space than exists in our observable universe. An infinite universe that expands presents one of the most beautiful paradoxes in physics. How do you make infinity bigger? The solution comes from understanding what expansion really means. When we say the universe expands, we don't mean it grows larger in the sense of becoming more infinite, we mean the scale of space itself increases. In 1998, two teams of scientists set out to measure how much the universe's expansion was slowing down, and instead discovered that expansion is speeding up. Something was pushing space apart with increasing strength. Scientists call this mysterious force dark energy, and it dominates everything. Dark energy makes up roughly 68% of the total mass energy content of the universe. It outweighs all ordinary matter by more than 13 to 1. The universe manufactures new space from pure nothingness. This quantum vacuum isn't empty void, it's a seething foam of virtual particles popping into existence and annihilating each other. This vacuum energy creates repulsive gravity. It pushes space apart. The more space you have, the more vacuum energy you get. This creates a runaway process. During the universe's first tiny fraction of a second, this process ran wild. In less than a trillionth of a trillionth of a trillionth of a second, a region smaller than a proton expanded to roughly the size of a basketball. Hidden in the static of old television sets lies proof of this violent event. The cosmic microwave background carries the signature of cosmic expansion, literally imprinted in its wavelength. We live in the age of acceleration. Every day, dark energy becomes more influential. In the far future, dark energy will dominate so completely that distant galaxies will disappear from our observable universe forever. The universe grows, not because it needs room to expand into, but because expansion creates its own room. This process will continue forever, stretching space, creating new energy, and accelerating the cosmic dance that began with the Big Bang.